This is Marco Poro for the BC Learning Network talking to you about setting SMART goals. Imagine trying to hit the bullseye on a target with a dart. Aiming carefully is important. You think about when to release the dart, the angle and path it should take, and you throw carefully. Without aiming or planning, we have little chance of reaching our goal. Even with the plan, we have to make sure we stay focused on it and follow through. While you watch this video, think about goals you may like to accomplish. Think about bigger, longer goals and smaller, shorter goals. Think about why each goal is important to you. Once you have decided on goals, you need to make a plan so that you can achieve them. The best goals are SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, action-oriented, relevant, and time-bound. But what does all this mean? Goals need to be specific. What exactly do you want to accomplish? A good goal should answer who, what, where, and when. This is not specific enough. I want to do better in history. This is specific enough. It answers who, what, where, and when. I want to increase my social studies grade in my online course from an 85% to a 90% in the current term. Goals need to be measurable. All goals should have a way to evaluate whether or not they were accomplished. A good goal statement should answer how much or how many. I want to run the mile better is not measurable, but measurable would be I want to improve my mile time by 30 seconds. What does an action-oriented goal look like? It plans exactly what you are going to do to achieve your goal. You can make a chart to track your progress. It describes a result or something that you can do. It is clear what you will have completed or accomplished when you achieve your goal. This is not action-oriented. I want to save money. This is action-oriented. I want to save $100 in the next 2 months. Goals need to be relevant. You need to make goals that are important to you and your life. Which goal is better for a teacher? My goal is to discover a cure for cancer, or my goal is to inspire at least one student to become a doctor to research a cure for cancer. The second one is obviously more relevant. Goals need to be time-bound. Make sure that you have a time set as a deadline so that your goal is not unending. This goal is not time-bound. My goal is to be able to run half a marathon. This goal is time-bound. My goal is to be able to run in a half marathon by May of next year. How do you make powerful SMART goals? Powerful goals are stated in positive terms. Powerful goals are clear and specific. They use simple words. Powerful goals have an action plan. Instead of get good grades, write earn A's and B's in all subjects this term. Let's take a look at short-term goals. Remember, short-term goals are those that can be achieved in a short period of time. Examples of short-term goals would be to complete a section of math that is due by Friday, or to get 100% on a spelling test. Let's check to see if we can make a spelling goal into a SMART goal. Here is a SMART short-term goal. I will earn 100% on my next spelling test. Is it specific? Yes. It answers who, what, where, and when. Is it measurable? Yes, it has a percentage. Is it action-oriented? Absolutely. Is it relevant? This goal is from a student that's always struggled with spelling and wants to become a more confident writer. Therefore, it is a relevant goal. Is it time-bound? Yes, my next spelling test gives it a timeline. SMART goals are best achieved when there is a plan, or more specifically, an action plan for success. Let's look at a plan for this SMART spelling goal. Identify problem words from the pretest. Each morning, write out my problem words until I spell them all correctly. Have my mom give me a practice test to see what words I'm still struggling with. Study these words by carefully copying them and then spelling them by memory. Write the spelling test and assess my performance. A good action plan considers possible barriers to success. For example, I may forget to work on my words. I will set reminders in my iPod calendar and ask my mom to remind me. How will I know when I have succeeded? I'll know I've met my goal if I earned 100%. Long-term goals. It's not a good idea to set a long-term goal without plotting a course to get there. You often hear athletes say that they want to go to the Olympics. Why do some succeed and others fail? If you talk to the athletes that qualify for the Olympics, you realize that they worked very hard to get there. When you encounter a setback while trying to achieve a goal, you can either give up or you can persist and keep trying. Those that continue to try are committed. Those that give up weren't as committed to the goal. This is where goal setting becomes important. You have to set goals that are challenging, realistic, and desirable. Here is a smart long-term goal. I will be able to jog 5 kilometers in 6 months. Is it specific? Yes, it gives a very specific target. Is it measurable? Absolutely. Is it action-oriented? Yes, it gives something specific that they're trying to do. Is it relevant? It's relevant if this goal is from a student that has a poor level of fitness and cannot jog more than 2 laps around a track. Is it time-bound? Yes, the time is set at 6 months. A SMART goal requires an action plan for success. Follow the Couch to 5K running plan. Ask my dad to remind me each day when a training session is planned. Each week, check my progress and how well I have been following the plan. At the end of 3 months, jog 5 kilometers. I'll know I've met my goal if I can jog 5 kilometers without stopping. Here are some final tips to goal setting. Write down your goals and action plans and look at them often. If you achieved your goals too easily, make your next goals harder. Failure to meet goals only matters if you don't learn something from your mistakes. Goal setting is an important method of deciding what's important for you to achieve, motivating yourself, and building self-confidence. While you watched this video, did you think about goals you may like to accomplish? Remember, goals change over time and must be continually reviewed to make sure that they are still what you want. Goals you had in grade 1 or 4 may be different from the goals you have now. Goals and goal priorities can change because of things going on in your life. However, the goals you set today should be goals that are relevant to you in your life at this point in time. Imagine realistic goals. If they are specific, measurable, action-oriented, relevant, and time-bound, you can achieve them. It is up to you. Remember, SMART goals are specific, measurable, action-oriented, relevant, and time-bound. Always make your goals SMART goals.